Welcome back, everybody who watches to some more Tales of Rise tonight. Pseudo here, coming at you live. This is also going on YouTube too, so hello people on YouTube also. Does anyone watch this on YouTube? I wonder. Just give me a moment here, bring up my freaking Streamlabs deck. I really need to get a goddamn Stream Deck thing. Alright. And there we go. Step, 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 step. Alright. So last time, we got to this mysterious door that opened when Elfin activated his crest. Oh look. A Healy spot. Alright. Let's check items. Got some lemony goodness. We got orange gels. We got some life bottles. Here we go. I do like the music in this area though, nice and relaxing. And by the way, this music I was playing at the beginning was Dragon Dreams on the voice mod soundboard. Okay. Oh, look, soulless eyes.
How did you get in here? Wait, something about her isn't right.
Her eyes don't have the anime sparkle.
She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
Uh-oh. The Dark Core. The fuck is this?
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when— We can talk later. Here it comes!
Tormented limbs.
I've never known Faria singles like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master core? Where did she get her hands on that?
Take this! Get down! Oh. This thing is... Oh, no you don't. This thing just looks straight out of Dark Souls. Items... Lemony goodness! This thing's weakness is light. God damn it, Rinwell just got one shot again. Hit it! Burn! Going up. Take this! No. Ooh. Core break. Hey, that's. Oh. Going up. Oh yeah. Let's go. Screw. Screw the Mystic Art. Going up.
It's about to strike.
No. God damn it, Rinwell. And unlimited goodness. No. Thank you. Sorry, use a lemony goodness. No, 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 no. Da, 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 da. Gravy goodness. Ah. Haha, you missed. Ah, da, 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 da. Get down. Ah. Phoenix. Eat myself a lemony goodness. And going up. Oh, she dropped the shield. Hammer time. Bonk. Jesus Christ, Rinwell. Lemony goodness to Rinwell. Ooh. I don't have any treats. God damn it, Red Ace. Item. Panacea. No! Get down! Take some lightning. Ah! Get down! No! Lightning! No! Lightning! Lightning! Take. Finish it! Supreme Altar! Giant Sugul eliminated. Jesus.
Faria! Can you hear me? Faria!
Oh
She's
God.
preparing another summoning.
She's gonna do it again.
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Dohalim!
Ooh.
Forgive me.
Ooh. Forgive me. Punch.
Man, I thought we were goners. Everything okay? Yes.
Ooh.
She's only unconscious. Not her. I meant you. Shion, please. Can you treat her?
Oh.
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
Maybe.
In that case.
I'll take her off your hands.
You?
Who?
Avakir, what are you
Oh.
doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I
Oh.
overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria.
A real bro.
Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
Good, good. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Okay, now that that's out of the
He
way.
seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones if it wasn't for me.
Dude.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother.
Yeah.
Under orders from Almadria.
Yeah.
As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Good, good, good.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim.
Oh.
I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that.
Test the drink.
Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So
Oh.
I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already passed, but for those still alive.
Damn.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
Good, good, good.
That's what living's all
Good
about.
words.
Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Yeah.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Yeah.
Shion,
Huh?
thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her
Okay,
as
set
well.
for loot.
I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
Looking for loot, looking for skit.
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Yeah.
Certainly seemed that way.
Yeah.
The question is, who? The Red Woman?
Possibly.
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Oh.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.
Okay. No, not that way. Go this way. Run! Oh. Cutscene. What?
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
Whoosh. Magical astral wind. Oh.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
Oh. The thorns. Oh, what was that? What the fuck? Pardon? Excuse me?
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
The thorns
hell
caused
was
it to
that?
go bad?
It felt like everything was on the brink of... Like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it.
Jesus
The
fucking
end of
Christ.
time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
So the thorns
That power
came
flowing into her.
from Naori?
It reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe
It
my
looked like there's a
thorns are made
creature
from that same
responsible
astral
for them.
energy.
Damn.
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed
Yeah.
by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience.
Oh,
If so,
snap.
maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
Why
I
indeed?
don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure!
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Who knows?
Let's keep moving.
We have to keep going, get to the heart of the matter.
Then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Yeah.
Shion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Let's go it! Let's
Finally,
fucking
begin to understand
go!
what thorns are.
Yeah.
That vision
Interrupting.
we saw. It was as if it was meant specifically for us.
Yeah.
What do you make of it? Do you still think the will of Dana might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell
Possibly.
us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost type stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted? Come on, Law.
Wait. He might be closer to the mark than you think.
Oh.
What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place? And what if those
snap.
with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
You think that's what it was?
Oh.
Some kind of message someone left here for us?
I am merely entertaining the possibility. Whether it was Dana's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened centuries ago?
More to the point, how does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway?
Yeah.
Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years.
Damn.
Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt.
The strength of their intent.
Oh. I have no control. Oh, but controller down.
Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns, as well as my own past.
Yeah.
I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens. I just need a little time first.
Okay, so this is one of those. Once we go forward, there's no turning back for a while. Okay, let's get some CP. Skill panel. Look if we can learn anything. Let's see. Boiling extension, morbid air damage. Let's see. What can I learn with you? Increase guard effect. Next. She boost strike damage. Let's go boost strike damage. Need that defense, boost strike damage. What about you? Can you learn anything? You can learn a strike and counter edge. Oh, that learned the Fateful Matchmaker. Nice. Okay, before we go in, let's switch up the outfit a little bit. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Yeah. Keep these two as farmers. Just want to change it up a little bit. Go back to the armor. Okay.
Soon I have to be ready to face him. I'm determined to save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that.
Yeah. And now I bet we can't fast travel anywhere. Oh no, we can fast travel. Let's fucking go. Forbidden Zone research area.
Hold up, you guys.
What is
Oh,
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
oh,
the
okay.
room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out.
Jeez. Alright, Elephant. We'll check out this room.
This looks like some kind of research facility.
The laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
Alright.
For the people of Lenegus, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then?
Damn.
Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How do they keep it from falling into ruin?
Oh.
Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Did no one ever
Yeah.
talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, sovereigns and forbidden zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans.
Yeah.
That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was.
Yeah.
But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long.
Opportunity so down and it came back alive from the operations on this. Let's check out the whole room. There might be loots. Doesn't hurt to check everywhere for loots. Right, not interact with the console.
I think I can make this work.
Oh,
Well, Can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danon astral energy so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure taking the form of a Danon. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign.
Oh.
Wait, there's more.
Oh,
Research
snap.
into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the master cores.
Yep.
With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
Oh,
What about
snap.
the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
Oh.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title, Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
Do it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful.
Oh.
Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
Dun dun dun.
They've re-engineered me.
Damn.
Here in this lab.
They didn't just
Alphen.
take him. They made him into
It's
that.
fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA.
Oh?
Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way.
Damn.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
Shit. Only 2 successes.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Interesting.
Upon victory, the sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest.
It was
It's all
all a
lies.
sham.
Including the part about the sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
Shit.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman?
That makes sense.
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme.
She might have been just the one put
She
in
could be
to.
working for someone else.
She might have
Someone
been
back
the
on
one
the
just
Renan
put in
homeworld.
to make sure that it kept going.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
Yep.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you.
Damn.
You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
Might as well get a lore dump.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign, and Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Well, they did. Skip.
Only 2 sovereigns in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything.
Yeah.
It's strange. I've got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yeah, we wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being consumed by hatred.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back. To remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive ear, should you ever have need.
Thank you, everyone. I
Friendship.
think I'll be okay now.
Crown Catch has 5 of the best qualified members of Reigning Populace are chosen to act as lords, vying to serve as the next sovereign. During their tenure, they are granted level 3 authority, as well as one of 5 elemental realms to administer, and its corresponding Master Core. They're also assigned an ID crest indicating their designated element. Selection process is based only on astral, artistry, and physical and mental aptitude. Other variables such as age have no bearing whatsoever. Because only the strongest go on to become lords, the position itself does not inherently make an individual any stronger. It can be noted, however, that lords are not the only individuals capable of drawing out the Master Core's power. All Renas must take part in the selection process, and acceptance of the position is mandatory. It is not allowed for those deemed suitable to decline. Furthermore, in an event the active lord is incapacitated, can no longer serve in their position, a replacement must be quickly prepared. For a second successful case of sovereign test subject experimentation, given name Voron. Although subject possesses high latent potential, it exhibits significant mental instability along with strong distaste for following orders. As such, it was supposed to surpass even those of the last test subject, itself a failure. Therefore, under consideration for disposal. Addendum. This is the first successful case in 300 years. Previously mentioned risk factors are now mitigated due to the established control protocols. Subject is to be evaluated under the assumption that Plan 2 will proceed and will be dispatched to Dana under the guise of Seriga's order. Okay. Next. Master Cores are instruments of power containing astral elements that belongs to one of the 6 elements. 5 of these Master Cores are those with earth, water, fire, wind, and light, and loans are Renan lords at the time of the Crown Contest. Only Dark Master Core is maintained inside the Forbidden Zone until the Renas Alma is ready to be reformed. Its existence is kept top secret. Okay, so it is kept hidden until it's time to form. I see. Underneath the Master Core's vehicle outer layer is a force field crystal used for the purpose of astral energy containment and stabilization. Inside the force field, astral energy is stored in a dormant state. For the duration of their tenure, each lord competes in the Crown Contest to amass their allotted type of astral energy. In the event of emergency, each lord may be allowed to withdraw from their respective stock of astral energy as necessary. However, the extent allowed is determined based on their own individual strength. Addendum 1. Design flaws have been discovered in how the Renas Alma materializes. Be advised that the active Master Cores may resonate with other Master Cores located in close proximity and become unstable. Addendum 2. Due to successful regeneration of the Renas Alma, Master Cores will cease to be deployed and the Crown Constant will be permanently halted. Spirit Crawlers are end terminals used for collection of astral energy. When embedded in a biological subject, it establishes connections throughout its body. These connections are used to mass astral energy generated from physical activity, which is then emitted from the host body itself. Because this mass emitted energy is prone to diffuse, the host must be placed within range of a spirit vessel for the energy to be collected. This means that Danas must be employed to harvest the astral energy for the purpose of the crown contest. Given the difficulty in producing them, it is advised that spirit cores be retrieved from host bodies and reused upon their death. Spirit cores can also be embedded in Zoogles to control them via astral arts. Addendum: increased physical load on a host body tends to produce increased astral energy emissions. Final confirmation of ideal workload to impose on host bodies without inducing death for maximum astral energy yields is still pending. God damn. What about these ones? Yep. Before I look back at the main one. Large-scale astral energy converter that primarily converts the elemental composition of Danos astral energy transmits it to Rena. Activation and control of astral energy conversion is achieved by placing the Sovereign, Maiden, and Renas Alma within the central core of Linnaeus. Hold up. The Sovereign and Maiden are not there, though. The Renas Alma is, but hold on. It is comprised of classified and essential personnel, residence zones around a large conduit, along with a defensive layer surrounding them. This outer layer is deployed upon activation, unlocking the central conduit while simultaneously functioning as the stabilization mechanism. Due to its design, deployment of the outer layer is expected to cause damage to residential zones. However, because that only takes place during the final stage of the spirit channeling ceremony, no contingency plan to address said damage is needed. So the phase Linnaeus serves as central base of operations for management and execution of the crown consist on Dana. Warning: any personnel with level 3 or authority or lower is strictly forbidden from the classified zone. Any violators will be immediately executed. So how did they activate it without the Sovereign and Maiden? Master Spirit Vessel placed on Dana for the Spirit Channeling ceremony. Serves as a temple Linnaeus' conduit from which it separates. Upon landing on Dana waters, it extends two sets of conducting pathways. Vertical pathway connects to the center of Dana. Meanwhile, the horizontal pathways proceed to envelop the entire surface of Dana. Once activated, it links to the biological spirit vessels placed in each realm, efficiently harvesting the planet's astral energy and mass. The accumulated energy is then transferred to Rena via Linnaeus. Because construction and adjustment take place in a vertical zone regulated area, Linnaeus' outer layer must be deployed prior to launch. Intended to function semi-autonomously, only maintenance personnel are expected to manually interface with it when necessary. No other personnel is required for it to function. Addendum 1. Detachable Harvester 1 was lost on Dana after exploding due to the rampancy exhibited by the Sovereign. Detachable Harvesters 2 landing point remained the same as that of the previous model. This is due to the explosion of the previous model, which altered the planet's topography, enabling easier connection to the center of Dana. Huh. Interesting. Sedative mask. Finally, we learned about the mask that was on Alphen. Damn, just saw that stream artifact like all hell. I wish I knew how to fix that. I have it set to variable bitrate, but it seems it still has problems. The device covering the wearer's whole face and restricts their mental activity. It was developed for the purpose of pacifying prisoners. Medical applications are also recognized, particularly as a means of preventing patients from sustaining mental trauma. However, doing so is not recommended, as prolonged use of the device carries the risk of inducting Number of adverse side effects due to loss of production facilities incurred from the partial destruction of Lenegus. Additional devices will no longer be manufactured. Huh. Got everything lower middle. Weird. Could just be my end having issues. After receiving reports of a robust new form of rule emerging on Dana's water realm, a study was commissioned to investigate the matter in depth. This system is unique that it elevates only the Lord as the supreme authority while relegating both Renans and Danas alike to enslavement. Test subject number 10105 serves as the realm's current Lord and has achieved this without use of any special powers, drugs, or special devices. Rather, is done so by sheer governance. Given this method's effectiveness at population control, monitoring the situation will continue. Clash of cognitive facilities via extreme mental repression, rooted in violence, and fear has proven the key of this style of rule. Once a subject loses autonomy, they become desensitized to fear and subsequently cease to prioritize even their own personal safety. Such a state is ill-advised for commanding officers. It remains an effective way to cultivate disposable infantry and slaves for manual labor. Soldiers and Lenegus who have undergone this treatment will be asked to secure classified sectors as a trial. The result will be monitored. Damn. Okay, let's see. Sovereign. Sovereign acts as an essential control device for the Spirit Channel ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. Dana's subject serves as the base. It serves the base of its creation. In theory, ideal candidates possess equal affinity for every astral element. Ooh. However, such aptitude is statistically rare to uncover within real-world conditions. As a result, most subjects die during the adjustment period, and instability is still not guaranteed for those who survive it. This instability, coupled with the Sovereign's powers of astral manipulation, pose a high risk to the security of Lenegus if left unchecked. As such, stabilization measures must be put into place via the support mechanism when utilizing the Sovereign in the Spirit Channeling ceremony. And then 1. No effective alternate methods to perform the ceremony have been found. Don't know why I had a random pause there. Trials of Dana subjects are authorized to continue. Addendum 2. Unit 2 adjustments are a success. Subsequent adjustments are to be put on hold while extended observation takes place. Maiden access to the Sovereign support mechanism for the Spirit Channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. Renan subject serves its functions, providing the Sovereign with the supplemental dark astral it lacks in tandem with the Renas Alma. During the ceremony, it's partially responsible for astral energy conversion, as well as maintaining stability over the Sovereign's own powers. Additionally, the degree of intimacy between it and the Sovereign has been observed to positively impact the level of stability in both subjects. Ooh. Because the trial activation of the Sovereign without the Maiden present are expressly forbidden. Furthermore, neither the Sovereign nor the Maiden are to be informed about the details of the Spirit Channeling ceremony. Addendum 1. Mental instability of the Maiden has been deemed the cause of past Sovereign's rampancy. Countermeasures must be considered. In light of the planned adjustments, the current subject will have its Maiden registration revoked and be returned to its original household. So does that mean Alpha is shown to be like the perfect Sovereign and Maiden? Damn! What the hell is going on here with this artifact in the stream? Bring this back up. Whoa, whoa, game lag. Oh, this one's not on. Yeah, it's not stream lag that's happening there. That is just straight up game lag. Okay, we got a room over here. Let's check this out. Room unchanged for 3 centuries, like time itself has stopped here. Damn. So this was like Alphen's room or something? Damn. Alphen's room. Oh, here we go again. Whoosh!
Naori,
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But
it'll be 300 years later.
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Renan never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep.
Damn.
This should help with the pain. Time to go, Elfin. Farewell.
Naori.
Damn.
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode.
Oh, shit.
The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%?
What?
Worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But...
Shit.
If I don't head back, Lennigus will be nothing but ashes, and this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough.
Less than 10%.
Please, live for me, Alphen.
Damn. Bro won the luck lottery with that one. Shit. Plot
That
armor.
vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lennigus.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lennigus crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's
Yep.
why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
And then the helmet got stuck.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
Kicking ass!
If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight.
Yeah.
Naori was the one who put that mask on me, and made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
Yeah. Next! From Loris to Sword, winner of the last ground contest, Comfort Sovereign. Okay, no Healy do thing. Okay, so that's further, so we'll check here first. Check the sides! A heavy treat. I don't see any Healy do thing there too. So maybe not a big important fight, but it might be a big fight. Might still get my ass kicked. Gonna drop a save. Alright. I have a feeling something's gonna happen. And here it is.
In one of Naori's memories.
Of course. After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renas Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renas Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alpha.
Oh.
But there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Oh?
Naori?
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
It's a message she left.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told.
Yep.
As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renas Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That
Did a
day,
great job at that.
as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees.
Damn.
Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renas Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renas Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renas Alma was lost, and Alphen the Sovereign was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renas Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear.
300 years.
Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse onto my descendants as well. Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
Damn. So she sealed it in hopes that in the future they'd be able to take care of that destructive power.
Naori.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danan voice speaking through her?
Yes. Oh. New outfits.
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And
Even
they
the
appear
sword
now
changed.
because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
Damn.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renas Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience.
Yeah, it makes
By
sense.
that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renas Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign.
Yeah.
Now all we need is the Renas Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Yeah.
Rinal's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Yeah.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renas Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah, we can protect the world and save Shion at the same time.
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
Yep.
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included.
Yay.
Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori.
Gave us the hope we needed. Yay.
So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories
is the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
Yeah.
It all leads back to them.
The thorns.
But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack.
I mean, you could still
Embracing
smack him.
everyone.
He'd just
All
be
the
hit with
normal
super
things
taser.
that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen.
Shush, 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 shush,
I'm
shush.
here to make sure it won't.
Shush.
Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still
We're gonna go,
do,
and we're
right?
gonna kick Destiny's ass.
You're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead. And it's for my sake. So I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Yeah! Emblem obtained. Latest maiden. Another HE. Aw. Well, you already had the Power of Sovereign title. Defeat all lights that emerge from the wedge. Ooh! Sword given to a chosen sovereign that draws out all their latent powers as to carry out the Spirit Challenge ceremony. Summon a guard given to the chosen sovereign, granting them the endurance to withstand the immense power of the Spirit Challenge ceremony. Summon a guard given to chosen maiden, capable of interfering with astral energy, is ordered to contain the sovereign's power. Woo! Oh, that is a nice new screen. Oh, I like that. There it is. Oh, yeah. So she didn't get a special weapon. That sucks. But she did get the special outfit. Pose. 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 Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Equipment. Okay. Noble Rose, innocent Lily. Oh, yeah.
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite
Yer.
the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Danans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a
Excuse
thing
me.
was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dana.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to
Yeah.
her. The ones separating the Renans from the Danans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy.
Oh.
A wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
Past Renas almost at 300 years, and now gives off no trace of power. Okay, so now we gotta continue on. Forbidden Depths Warp Zone. Zoom. No, I wanted this. Drop another save. Don't see a Healy do.
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renas Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
And get our asses
After everything
royally
we've been through
handed
to
to
get here,
us.
they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
Yeah, you do. Open! Still these weird
This is it, guys.
structures.
Time to see what secrets are in store.
Part biological, part mechanical. Oh, yeah, gosh, it's just creepy. Ooh.
We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place... it reminds me more of being back inside the wedge.
Yeah.
Except the Danon astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renan Sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago.
Damn.
Or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles.
Yeah.
What is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
That depends. Does it involve you buying me lunch?
The void
Oh,
that
God.
art fills isn't the stomach, it's the soul.
In that case,
Both
I'll
of
let
them.
you know the next time my soul starts to
God, both of them
rumble.
just
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Ooh,
Shut up!
Jesus, Rinwell. Jeez. Look at this. Here we go. Is this the finale? The final battle? Probably not. No, like Tales of games, there's usually like 3 final battles.
Bullrun
What?
really was still alive.
And there's the Renas Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
But there's no
Wait,
maiden.
though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Place. Oh, once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in the machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
What?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the maiden?
Oh, that makes it even
Looks like it's still running,
creepier.
but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
Oh, that makes it even creepier.
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
Oh, heebie-jeebies.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know.
Apocalypse, Armageddon,
Whatever it is,
Oblivion.
I'll bet it's connected to those visions of Oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renas Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alfred, look!
The Red Woman!
Fuck!
So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
Stop with the jump scares.
They all have the same face? How is that even possible?
What? You're not even gonna question how they're just floating? What?
What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
What the fuck?
They're not feeling particularly confident.
It's no use, Elfin. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand.
Dragon form!
Going in. You're wrong.
Lightning thrust! You're mine! Take it! Ignite!
Get down!
Here I come! Strike!
Going in.
Item. Rapey goodness.
I'm not done! Sword Rain Alpha!
Okay.
Soaring Light Spear! Eternal Devastation! Double Demon Fang! Dragon Form! Wind! Soaring Light Spear! I'll burn it all!
Burn it to the ground! Take this! Excuse me. You just turned and smacked me. What? Life bottle, Renwell. Sure, and have some lemonade goodness. Take this. Do they all share? Yeah, they all share a health bar. At least there's that. I don't have to do 3 times of this. Hit it, Law. Take this. Lightning. Get down. Item, lemonade goodness. Howie. That's right. Hit him with your mystic arm. Bonk. Take this. You're so slow. Ow. Item. Great goodness. Goodness, great. Where'd they go? Oh! Ow. Life. Huh? No. No. Kisara, get some lemony goodness here. Get down! Item. Wait. Let me see who she revives. Item. Take this! Item. Pineapple job. Take this. Finish it. Ooh.
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
Alphen, you really think that they can understand?
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
Ooh!
What? It's self-destructed?
Alphen!
I'm okay.
Ow.
Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried
Okay.
there.
What now?
Who said you could touch that?
What? Good morning, sunshine.
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much. So you know this place? Naturally, it was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart. Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me? You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think?
Oh, shit.
Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Oh?
You mean Boron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a
slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
Oh, shit.
So he posed as a Renan and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, Why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Danon are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
Oh shit. Hi.
A red woman.
Another one? Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Ah, god damn it.
Renas Alma!
Ah, shit.
It's too late. You can't stay here.
We need to go.
Run!
Help it.
Fuck shit, fuck shit, fuck shit, fuck shit. Oh. Of course. Fuck shit. Jump. Trust in him. Oh. Yes. Dude, that is not a good look for you.
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Let's go.
Bye, bitch.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Burnt to a crisp.
Are you two okay?
Extra crispy.
We'll be fine.
Is Volron... Have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Oh, of course not.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Goddamn, Keenan stole the damn Renas
Could
Alma.
they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless
What?
things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renas Alma. Damn it, that's the second time now.
Damn.
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back.
Yeah.
The future's ours to protect. And right now, those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
We're going to Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah.
I mean, they might just be
There's
like
a good chance
machinations.
it's not human. That's for sure.
Oh.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renas Alma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
Oh, yes!
But
So hoping we get to go to
seriously, I
Rena.
was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renan's or Danan's.
Yeah, not in a good way like with us.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming about Volron. As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danon.
Oh,
I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
yeah.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day.
How about you, Shion? Dohalie? You ever seen anything like that before?
Oh
No,
god.
Never. However, if they're the same as the Red Woman we've seen with Volron, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena and Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them?
I don't think they blew up. I think
Or
they
in order to keep
teleported.
something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears. They took off with the Renas Alma too, remember?
Yeah, they did. And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
Seriously, I don't think they can even talk. Okay, so we can't just teleport. God damn it. You have to run all the way back. Damn it. Oh, so we can just fast travel there. Oh yeah, bye. Zoom. The thing. We've found the room that Alphen stayed in. Yeah. Alright, then back this way. Hey, thing is back. Touch. Let's get a nice heal touch up. Do like that how there's still a blue scarf on Alphen. Jesus criminies. Are there any enemies here still or no? Yeah, there's still enemies.
I won't forgive you.
Ha! Take this! Get it! Going up! Hey. Burn, bitch! Double! Oh, yeah! Ah, Secret Pain Cookie Clicker. Ha-da-da-da-da-da. Phoenix Cyclone!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Okay, how do I get through here? Okay, so I gotta go this way. Run past the giant mantis. Kill the wolves.
That's far enough. Bird hangs. Water, hear my call.
Da 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 da. Burn! Ow! Oh! Supreme Altar! Multi-kill!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Renwell, you have the lowest goddamn health currently. Platinum dog tags. Damn! Here, have some lemony goodness. How's our CP right now? Okay. CP good. I love the music in these games. What?
What?
Everything's calm.
When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone?
Of course.
Joe?
You two.
Hey!
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing. So she really was being controlled.
Yep.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once.
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dovalim, Lenegus is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens.
How?
Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
That would not be good.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was.
Dramatic music.
If he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegus from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on
Bonks.
discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust.
Dohalim.
That's it. Who's the highest ranking person in Lenegus right now?
Dohalim.
Lenegus wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then.
You finally caught on.
Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Get your farmer-dressed ass on a pedestal right now.
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegus. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Eldaman and Sia.
Look up there! It's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid, as people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegus, not the Lords and Sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among men. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Damn, bro. That timing.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing. Was it true?
It's
timing
still too
he
premature
had.
to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie, built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been...
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority, the very foundations of Renan society. How can we live without someone to guide us?
Y'all
I'd say
been
we found someone
brainwashed.
capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
You? You can't be serious.
I have business I must take care of first.
You can't
But
be
once everything
serious.
is over, I shall return.
Farmer man.
But not as your sovereign.
Yeah.
Nor as a leader, the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegus, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things.
Yeah.
Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different.
Well, I mean, he is dressed as a farmer right now.
I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Turnigan's death. To see a future.
Yeah.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegus till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegus who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world.
Good, good.
though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
Yeah.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship.
Oh,
Business
he
on Rena
won't be
awaits.
without her. Boom. Renan leader. More AG.
Looks like the people of Lenegus can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
In one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I have been a slave this whole time too.
You, a Renan Lord? How do you figure that exactly?
I was complicit in the Renan system, bound by its values, resigned to being swept along, without the resolve to take a stand. And when I realized the severity of my mistake, all I longed for was punishment. A lord. And yet my first instinct was to place my fate in the hands of others.
I think I can relate.
Oh.
I couldn't stand watching my people bow and scrape their way through life, but I didn't know what else I could do about it either. The ability to think for yourself and be your own master. That's what separates a slave from a free person. At least, that's what Law's dad Zephyr used to say.
Yeah.
Zephyr taught me how to fight. But in doing so, he also taught me how to live.
Even if it means stumbling along the way. If it's on a road of our own choosing, free of regret. Why, that's the road of freedom. Or, to put it another way, so long as his heart is compromised, even the loftiest of kings is no freer than a slave. I think I finally understand now. This Zephyr character sounds like he was a wise man indeed.
Yeah.
I only wish I could have met him.
There's just
He was super
so
wise.
much I wish I could ask him, especially now. I wonder, have I been correctly carrying on the torch that he passed to me?
Another.
How long have you known?
Known what?
About the darkness I carry inside me. You seem to have been aware of it for quite some time now.
Why ask me now? What does it matter? But yes, I have. I've pretty much known that something was gnawing at you ever since we left Menancia.
So basically since the very start of our journey then. Just when I thought I couldn't feel more ashamed.
Leave the past where it belongs. We have no need for it now. You're forging ahead. That's what matters. If my brother could see you, he'd be proud.
Yeah. Very
Not
proud.
as proud as he would be of his sister, I'm sure.
Well then, just as well it's not a competition, huh?
Another!
Kisara? Anyone at home in there?
Sorry. Did I look distracted?
Among
little.
other things. To be entirely honest, I couldn't tell whether you were smiling or frowning.
Oh.
You were thinking about Dohalim, weren't you?
That obvious, huh? I was just thinking how good it is to see him moving forward at last. It was always so infuriating, knowing how capable he could be if he just put his mind to it. A prisoner trapped in a cage of his own self-doubt.
Uh-huh.
But now, he's finally beginning to spread his wings. I'm happy for him.
Yes.
So, then
Very
why do
happy.
you look so sad?
Oh, I don't know if I'd say sad. There's a bittersweetness to it, I guess. It's good and strange, knowing that he won't be needing me anymore. It probably sounds weird, doesn't it? I have this massive worry off my mind. I should be jumping up and down for joy, right?
Must be that maternal instinct of yours at work.
Girl, just that made you want
Rinwell's
to be,
right.
want to stay with him.
You're like a mother
Jeez.
bird, finally letting go as her child takes his first shaking and nervous flight from the nest.
A pretty big child.
That's one way to look at it. I wouldn't like to see Dohalim's face if he heard you say that. All this has made me realize I can't allow myself to become a prisoner of my own making like he was. If Dohalim can forge his own path ahead, then I can too. I
Oh,
won't be
just
left behind.
stick with him. Jesus. And I think that's a great place to stop. Thank you for watching. Check us out. And thank you, and always see you in the future. I will see you all in the next one. A goodbye.